And when I compared last month's earnings to the previous trend of 6 months, last month was reflective of probably what a lot of other people experienced with respect to the slowing of the slow period. Over the previous 6 months, from June 2023 to December 2023, I earned a grand total of $65,664, and that averaged out to about $10,945 rounded up. That was about almost $1,700. What I earned in January last month was about $1,700 less than the previous trend. But when I compare it to my overall earnings average for 2023, it's about $100 less. So it's really how you look at the numbers. I can talk about this being, oh, woe is me and all, or I get to say, hey, look, I had an off month. At least based on recent trends, I had an off month. But then again, if I compare it to January 2023, which is my first full month with ownership and operation of this van, I actually did way better. Last year, I don't like making comparisons to certain times of a year and all, but for whatever it's worth, for this particular conversation, last year it was $7,109 that I earned total in January 2023. This year, $92.59.67. So that's a $2,100 difference, or about a 33%, at least a one. That is almost a 1/3 difference, 33% difference from last year. What it may suggest, though, is that I have more earnings options, but yet the earning options that I had did not produce the same numbers as they had in recent months. There's a lot of ways you can dissect numbers. I mean, just like in sports, you can dissect a person's production many different ways. That's how the stat heads got into the arbitration process for players negotiating salaries. They'll come up with all these different metrics and all that stuff, and the player is thinking one thing and one thing only, but you got this stat head geek that's trying to say, well, this person statistically is not as productive as they used to be, so therefore, owner, you may not want to pay him as much money as he's asking for. But since we're dealing with delivery and transport, it's all about what you do at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, and at the end of the year. So what I'm looking at is straight up. My numbers are down when I look at the trend from the previous 6 months. Hopefully things will, February may be another challenging month because there's only 29 days in a month. But you just never know with these things. All you can do is get out here and do what you can each and every day. So that's all I have for this segment of the Gig Geezer. If you happen to like the content that's been provided in this segment or in any other segment, hit that subscribe button, give my content a thumbs up, share my content among others, and I definitely love your comments in the section below. I'm Inwood Lane, and as always, may your grind and may your hustle continue.